Acolytes. Alteori. The religious entitlement is insane. Now, I don't know if this is a parody, because this entitlement can go about 20 different ways. Let's just see which actual religion she means, because there are a few of them. There are a few.
I'm fasting.
That's not my concern.
Yeah, but I'm fasting though.
So why are you out?
What do you mean why am I out?
If you're fasting, you should be indoors.
Yeah, but
I'm eating my lunch, and you come and disturb me.
yeah,
What for?
yeah, but I can smell it.
Yep, those people, F them. F them. Every single one of them. Just because you're fasting doesn't mean you can go out and disturb other people. Not everybody is religious or specifically believes in your religion. If you have to do this, don't bother others. This is already, my blood's boiling, acolytes. My undead blood, Lich blood is boiling.
Have you ever watched?
Oh, and before I forget again, Discord link down there. We're getting bigger and bigger, acolytes. I need your souls. I mean, your company there. So let's just grow it. And acolytes, this is already, I despise entitled people like this no matter what. Sorry.
Watch stuff, and it just makes you so unbelievably livid that you wonder what you're doing with your life. You wonder, why is it just seeing something like this that may or may not be real has the ability to make you so viscerally angry if this is in fact real.
This is real. I am someone who has to live through it on a fucking daily basis.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm just showing some footage here because I really don't have anything else. But what I really cannot stand is when people make decisions, make life choices, or have their own ideologies or beliefs, and then they try to force them on other people.
Yes,
such is the case with this clip. Apparently, this person who is having a problem with this woman who sounds like she's from the Caribbean, having her breakfast or dinner or whatever it is, her lunch, you know, she probably has a job she has to get to, and this is the only time I've been there. I have been raised that you do not just eat in public because it is not very classy. That's how my culture raised me. But there are situations when you have to work full-time, go to school full-time, and you're going in between jobs or going in between school or your classes, and you really don't have the time. And so this is the only time you get to do it. So yes, and it is public transportation. Yes, while it's probably annoying and people don't want to smell it, it's public transportation. You are in public. And she's going to make some very good points here, because what's really wild to me is bitch could have got up and moved, not her. He could have got up and moved. And there's another point that I'm going to make as well that people don't really seem to consider. And I know not everybody with his beliefs do the same thing, but it's so freaking annoying. And this is only going to serve to make people want to purposely piss you off more, because you're going out of your way to try and make people bow down to your entitlement.
Correctly. Before we start this is something that I understand. Acolytes, I literally eat sometimes, most of the times, to be honest, when I'm recording or when I'm driving my car, because my time in the day is so filled that I just don't have the time to actually properly eat. Not every day. So, right now, I'm just eating without you noticing, but if you do it, obviously, if you do it in a public place, eat something that doesn't smell. I think it's fine. But everybody, every single person in there, normally 99% of the people in there, understand that people sometimes just don't have time, they are busy, they have to go to work, they are going here and there, and that they have to eat something quickly. That's normal. As Alteori said, I also come from a culture where you shouldn't do this, but if you do it, it is accepted. It is accepted because everybody has the understanding that that's, well, just how it is sometimes.
You mind eating that somewhere else? I'm
Why
fast.
should I?
I'm fasting.
Nobody cares that you're fasting. Not everybody is your freaking religion. Furthermore,
Correct.
why should she care?
Not my concern.
Yeah, but I'm fasting though.
She just said it's not her concern, and this idiot's still saying, but I'm fasting. If someone tells you, hey, that's not my concern, you don't answer with, but I'm fasting. Who cares if you're fasting? And I'm sorry.
Correctly.
I used to be Christian. If all it takes for other people existing outside of your religion and the world that you live in, if all it takes for you to not have discipline with your fucking fast is for other people to exist, then you don't have as much discipline as you thought you did. You know, when I was past fasting for 3 days, when we were doing our freaking fast, you know, in Christianity and stuff, we couldn't
Never
eat,
got
we
this.
couldn't drink for 3 days straight. And other people still had to eat around us. We still had to go to work. We still had to go to school. You know what I did? I was like, you know what? Lord, bless me with your Holy Spirit and the blood of Jesus Christ. Don't ask, whatever. And it was fine. After about, well, I mean, food was never really an issue for me to begin with, but you know, it is what it is. I see other people eating and I said, you know what? I love God so much and blah, 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 that it doesn't matter to me because I had fucking discipline. And if you are of a religion where you have to fast for that religion or whatever it is you're fasting for, and you're expecting everybody else to bow down and fast with you because you don't have the willpower and discipline to stay the course, then you're not as religiously loyal as you think you are to your religion. I'm just saying. It's fine.
Sorry. No, then F you. Simple as that. You're not entitled to my time. Simple as that. Just get out of the bus and look for some, I don't know, some fasting bus or something like that and do your stuff there. Simple as that.
Fine, because, you know, that happens. Maybe you think it's a crock of shit, but nobody is forcing you to be on the bus. If you know
Correctly.
that you're weak when it comes to smelling food, then take your weakness and walk or take an Uber. It's really that simple. If this is not a skit, which I don't think it is, but bruh, what are you doing?
But I'm fasting though.
So why are you out?
What do you mean why am I out?
If you're fasting, you should be indoors.
I really hope this isn't real, bro, but she's right. If you're having a problem with her eating, if you're fasting, stay inside. Clearly, you're too weak to handle existing in the real world while you're fasting, so stay inside. Every other religion that fasts does not have this problem where they're going around and talking to people like, oh my God, that pizzeria smells so fucking nice, but I'm fasting, so could you not? Nobody else does that. What is your problem? Even other freaking
Correctly.
Muslims don't do that shit. So what are you doing? How is this helping?
Yeah, but
I'm eating my lunch and you come and disturb me.
yeah,
What for?
yeah, but I can smell it.
So
Oh my God. I feel like he's trying to be annoying just to be annoying because ain't no way this is real, man. If you could smell it, get off and get on the next bus. If it's really that important to you, get off and get on the next bus.
Correctly.
oh, what? It's food. Of course you're gonna smell it.
Yeah, but can you not?
He said it's food, of course you're gonna smell it. Bro, I swear these guys, I hope they're comedians. But I don't know, because there's another video I'm gonna show you guys after. This is just crazy. Freaking crazy. What is going on? But dude, the wittiness and the way she comes back, she must be from the Caribbean, because the way that she came back, she said it's food, of course you're gonna smell it, duh.
Just wait until you like get off the
Please,
bus.
don't tell me what.
Why don't you? Oh my goodness. Why don't you get off the bus? You do realize, I mean, it looks like they're in a city. Where are they? In Britain? You know, I don't know how the bus systems work over there, but if you're in a city, what the hell? You can get off and get the next bus if it's really that important to you. Even if she were to stop eating right now,
Correctly.
you'd still smell it. The smell's already out there. Bruh, like you could go, she looks like she's near the back of the bus. Go to the front of the bus, open a freaking window. You can open the windows in the bus, right? If not, get off and get on the next bus. This guy's missing like
Correctly.
half his brain, I swear.
To do. You're fasting, stay indoors, and don't come and bother nobody on the bus.
No,
She said, oh, come on, nobody on the bus. Oh my God. I feel for this woman. I would have thrown the food in his face. I'm sorry. At some point, like, first of all, I don't like eating in public. I really don't like people staring at me when I eat. I don't like eating in public.
shouldn't.
It's just weird. And then the thing is, if you're like, okay, I gotta grab something to eat before I go back, you know, I have half an hour of break. Let me grab something, eat my car where it's quiet, and then people park right freaking next to you when there's parking spaces everywhere else. And then they park next to you, and then they look at you like, the fuck are you looking at? What is so fucking interesting? I'm eating. What? Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so mad. Let me calm down. Ooh, man, this is why.
Now that's, as I said, I eat outdoors most of the time. I don't even have the time to eat correctly. So yeah, I understand this woman perfectly, and I like it. Like she has some fire under her butt. So there's that. But this guy is just annoying me. I actually had this situation, acolytes in my castle, where somebody fasted, went out for an hour, and just skipped work like that. And for some reason, my boss didn't kick the person out. Because I'm not on the highest totem pole acolytes right now. I am, but for F's sake, I have some kind of power, but not this much in there, acolytes. Over you, it's something different. But sometimes your overlord has to humble himself to remember how it was down there with you. But for some reason, this guy didn't get kicked out. I would have kicked him out instantly. Nobody betrays their fucking co-workers and gets away with it with me. And he will get his shit done. Like I'm gonna freaking just go out and just how's it called? Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna just torture him.
Why sometimes you gotta detox from social media. Can you see stuff like this? It's hilarious, but then every once in a while you find the ones that are so bad that they get you so angry. This woman had way more patience than I would have. Man, I don't like being mean to people, but this is one of those rare times where if you don't, they'll keep going and keep provoking you and provoking you and provoking you.
But I'm just saying.
I'm eating my lunch.
Yeah, but
What's your problem?
Because you're right next to me and I can
For
smell
God,
it.
Then move, bitch! What in the world?
upstairs.
Yep.
Just tell him the truth. Okay, I don't care. You are irrelevant. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm eating right now. Unlike you, I actually don't have time to always eat on a nice place because I have to work 24/7. Simple as that. Yeah, simple as that. Sometimes, yeah.
Do you think you should have manners and not eat inside?
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, this dude. Oh. Is this a double-decker bus? She said go downstairs. So man is just here because he's trying to get her to, he's policing her eating when he could easily move, catch the next
Correctly.
bus, or go downstairs. Look at all the options
Yes.
that he has.
Go downstairs and leave me alone. It's my lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I'm fasting and I can smell it.
That's your business. Stay indoors.
What do you mean stay indoors? I need to
When
go out
I'm
and see
fast,
this.
No, this can't be real. At this point, he's either a dumbass or he's trying to provoke this poor woman. He's trying to get slapped, first of all. I wonder if that was a big-ass 300-pound muscle dude, if he'd be having the same energy. I'm just wondering. Anyway, Twitter is a wonderful place. Here's the next one. So, this one, it says, what would you do? British man works back-to-back shifts for minimal pay, sits down to eat his food in the staff canteen, but is shamed into putting his food away by a Muslim because it's the month of Ramadan, whatever. Okay, I don't know what the whole Britain thing is, whatever. I'm not aware of what's really going on. I'm just gonna judge this by itself. And also, I'm just gonna judge the clip as I'm seeing it. I don't know anything about this guy, and people have a habit on Twitter of putting captions that have nothing to do with the video, or they just make it up. I'm not saying this guy is, but how do we know he's working back-to-back shifts? We don't know that. You're giving us extra context, trying to feed on people's emotions. Cool,
Yes.
I get it. It gets clicks, but just don't lie. I don't know if the guy is lying, but we don't really have any other evidence. So anyway,
Let's just say it like this. Benefit of the doubt. I just want to see the video.
here is this employee. The Muslim guy could be English too. I don't know. What is I thought that the prominent religion in Britain was Catholic, Christian, whatever. I think it's Christian, but okay. It could be.
That's irrelevant. The prominence of a religion has no actual influence on how people from a different religion Behave.
one of those melting pot situations as well. But
Yes.
so this guy is
Here
on
in
his lunch. We can
Germany,
see he's in the
definitively.
break room or something eating. But the
Oh,
caption
fuck
says
me,
rather than
definitively.
criticizing or ridiculing other religions, we should seek to learn from them and find common ground. What if it's his religion to eat right now? Your religion tells you that you should be fasting. What if it's his religion that he needs to be eating at this time of the day? Then what? And I'm sorry, but whether this guy is British or not, if the main religion of a country is a specific religion, I think it highly very rude to go up to people who worship that
It
religion or
is.
who have faith in that religion or deity or what have you, to then tell them how they should conduct themselves according to your religion. For example, if
Correctly.
I go to a country and their main religion is Buddhism and I'm a Christian or something, I'm not gonna be all like, it's Sunday, you guys, it's the day of rest. You should be worshiping.
And that's common sense, by the way. It's not even just religion, but just being like, okay, you have your thing, good, fair enough. As long as you don't disturb others, it's fine. Do you? For F's sake, it's even... I just despise this.
Christ and don't take the Lord's name in vain. Like, bitch, I would not have any leg to stand on if they were to put their freaking feet in my freaking mouth. That sounds disgusting. But anyway, let's play the video.
I had yesterday a video with Peter.
Look at this kuffar. Everybody's on Ramadan.
I know, I actually feel bad for eating.
Why do you feel bad for eating? This is what happens, by the way, when people let themselves get bullied, because people who bully them are going to then say, well, look at this idiot. I was able to accomplish making him do what I wanted him to do. So let's go bully
Correctly.
others. That's why, and I was one of those people. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people when I was growing up. I let myself get bullied. I was too shy and whatever.
Yeah.
And now I open up my fucking mouth. Now if someone's bullying me, I will open up my mouth. You get in my face, you put your hands on me, I'll put my hands on you back.
I'm doing it a bit differently, because I agree with Alteori here when I was younger also. But right now, if I was in the situation, the guy would speak to me, I would look at him, and normally, 90% of the time, that's the end of the entire thing. You just look at them like they are a freaking idiot, and the thing is over. Then there are the other, let's just say, I would say 8% of the time where they try to actually talk to you, or just bamboozle you, and you bamboozle them back. And I can be vicious, acolytes. A creative mind can think of a lot of very bad things. And the 3% of the time, they are continuing their bamboozling. I just look at them and say, hear me out. You're too worthless to actually being... No, sorry, this is actually... You're not worth my time. Get the fuck out of my face, or we're gonna have a problem. And I never had a situation where this didn't help. But even if somebody continues bullying me, and depends on the place where I am, I'm gonna then either tell it to HR, just stand up, and, well, I look like a really nice Lich. But if I stand up and actually fully broaden my shoulder, people get afraid of me pretty quick. So, there's that.
This
I'm
guy's,
gonna have to put this away, ain't I?
guy's stuffing his face.
I'm gonna have to stop.
So this guy is bullied into stopping, and now he says he feels bad. So you see this man saying,
Yes.
you know what, I feel bad, let me put away my food, right? The stupid pig-faced dude behind the camera is still shaming him.
He just sat here stuffing his face.
Wow.
By the way, in this case, even you pull out your camera, your handy, and start recording it. That's also a thing that I always forget to mention.
So this man, this is probably the only time he has to eat. He's not part of your religion. Now, I understand if he was part of your religion, even still, that would be kind of weird. but I can guarantee you, well, I can't guarantee, but I'm 91% sure that he's not a Muslim, or he is not of the same religion that this person behind this monster behind the camera is. But yet you shame him and put him up online, and you're like, oh, look at this, whatever the hell he called him. Pretty sure it was a slur. He's stuffing his face. Look at him, stuffing his face. Why is this supposed to be important to him? So if other people come to Britain, right, and they're of all these different types of religion, your religion is the only religion, how would you feel if he forces Christianity on you? Or what if he's an atheist and he's like, I don't really believe in anything? Why should he be then made to feel ashamed for eating on his break, which is probably the only time he has to freaking eat his food? What about people who have diabetes and they literally need to eat, you know, because their blood sugar levels are all out of whack? Maybe they faint when they're too high or too low. I don't remember which one it is, but whatever. You know, they need to specifically eat their food, whatever. What if it's a pregnant woman? She needs to be fasting, you know, what have you. What if it's a guy that works construction? Just because you want to go ahead and starve yourself for your religion doesn't mean everybody else has to.
Correctly.
And there's this weird thing going on where in our days, in my generation, people are going around bullying people as a means to try and get them to do what you want them to do. It's
yes, and it's because they are, a certain group is very protected because of it. If you fuck, I'm gonna say it like this, I never had troubles with that. People always just stood behind me if push come to shove. But a certain group is certain groups are very protected, and they can do with you what they want. Simple as that. And the only way how you can defend yourself is, well, remember the thing that I said once? 80% of the time you have to be diplomatic, 15% of the time you have to be brutal, and 5% of the time you have to assassinate someone. Well, yeah. Do that a few times and people won't fuck with you.
It's not even just that. It's with politics, it's with religion. Usually when you're a part of a religion or an ideology like that, it is a cult. It is a cult, and it's more of a reason for people to look at you and just give you the middle finger, because there's nothing that will make people disrespect you faster or try to take you down faster than you trying to force yourself onto their way of life because of the way of life that you chose to live. You want to sniff dogs' buttholes all day long? I mean, people might see that as very weird and very inappropriate, and maybe where you come from, that is completely normal, and, you know, everyone is into it. But don't be surprised if you go to somebody else's country and they don't feel that way, or the majority.
Yeah, don't do that. The animals get insane. Just let the animals be, for fuck's sake.
People don't feel that way. And all this kind of makes it seem vegans, people who, like the guy in the video, people with different politics, if they're going around shaming other people, bullying them into their belief system, that's not going to work long term. And you're going to end up making way more enemies. And I don't understand why people do this, especially when you put yourself in a situation where you're not the majority. I think it's a very stupid thing. It kind of is like this thing where
I'm going to explain exactly why this works, because they get away with it. There isn't a high brain, high freaking strategy. Some guy just planned it all the years and just said to himself, yes, this is the master plan, we're gonna do it like this. If you're an annoying shit and there isn't a punishment coming your ways, appropriate, by the way, acolytes, then this will happen. I know in Poland, when I was a very young man, if somebody did this guy would have a few blue spots on him. Yes, simple as that. If he didn't stop, by the way, if he did it once, he would get a warning. If he did it twice, well, change of colors. And then this didn't happen. Simple as that. This shit just didn't happen. The guy knew his place after the words. And you know what? We lived in peace with those people. Nobody forced anything on each other. We just lived in peace. Then you had sometimes like this little shit that went out, and then you show him his place.
my people from my country say, you know, cockroaches shouldn't interfere with chicken fights. Basically, that's kind of what's happening here. You're the cockroach. You see two chickens fighting, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go and tell them to stop because I don't like it. And what do you think is going to happen as a result of that? When the chickens can fucking eat you? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Ugh, God.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
the chickens aren't allowed to eat him, or kick him, or stomp the cockroach. They just aren't. That's why it works.
Wherever you are, if it is safe to do so, if someone tries to bully you out of this, don't let them get away with it. Tell them no. Tell them, look, I respect that you... No, you know what? At that point, they're not...
Already wrong. Don't tell them that you respect the person. No. If they are annoying shit, tell them, if you want to be respectful, I don't know why, but if you want to be respectful, tell them in their face, people like you make your religion for people like me sound very bad. If you want to be respectful for some reason. I just don't know why you would.
Not respecting you, they don't even deserve your respect. Tell them to fuck off. Tell them to mind your damn business or get the hell off the bus before I throw you off the bus. Like, I think more people need to start opening up their mouths, and if you're at a point in your society where you can't even do that, then it probably means you allow that to happen for too long. Like, you know, when you're getting bullied by someone, you're like, damn, you know, I'll just lay over and laugh and let them keep doing it. Does it ever stop? No, it doesn't. People need to stand up for themselves and open up your mouth and say no. Like, my body, my choice. Like, if I want to eat, let me eat. Like, if you don't want to eat, then you don't eat. Don't try to force me, tell me what I should be doing with my body because it makes you uncomfortable. What kind of crap is that?
Yes. As she says, I fully agree with the essence of her, what she's saying. I fully agree with it. 100%. She is correct. I just wouldn't be as nice about it. That's all. But I guess, I mean, if you're a grown-up guy and you have a certain mass to you, I think you can allow yourself a bit more aggression than a petite woman, because I think I remember Alteori said that she is petite, or was it petite or just small? Small and thin. I don't remember. That's irrelevant. That's okay. But at the end of the day, behavior like that is disgusting. I despise it. Don't force your religion on other people. That's why the hate is just growing and growing and growing and growing every day. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want that. I truly don't. But if you're not around to defend yourself, someday it's gonna cook up and then explode. But right now, acolytes, good night.